Well, hey everybody, it's your good buddy 650eb here, and welcome to what will be one of my very first car vlogs on my channel. You know, I've had my Range Rover Sport for 2 years now, so this vlog, I'm gonna talk to you about ownership of the Range Rover Sport Supercharged V8 during the 2 years that I've had the privilege of driving this awesome beast. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm 650eb. I'm a motorcycle nut and a car nut. A lot of you guys don't know that, but cars was my very first passion, even before motorcycles. When I was a kid, I had a poster of a Lamborghini Countach in my bedroom. Yeah, and now I ride motorcycles, usually at a high rate of speed and sometimes on the track. Some of you guys might be joining me on the channel here after you've seen me being destroyed by Street Speed 717 at the drag strip track. I shall have my revenge on him in this life or the next, preferably in this life. I think we're going to get together again with Diablo Formula Racing and have another awesome track event coming soon. But this is my 2016 Range Rover Sport Dynamic Supercharged V8. And I'm about to head over to Land Rover of Solon to check out their brand new 2019 Range Rover Sport Supercharged V8, and then we can talk about the differences of these two vehicles. Ooh, there's that growl at startup. You know I love to blip it whenever I can. Yeah, so let's get rolling over here to Land Rover of Solon. Hopefully you won't encounter any traffic, as I'm going to put it in manual mode. Yeah, that was nice. Now this has a ZF transmission. It's not a dual clutch, so it doesn't shift as fast as, say, a Lamborghini Huracan Spider. But for a big 5,400 pound SUV, it's pretty darn good. Seems like the downshifts are a little faster than the upshifts. People complain about reliability issues with the Land Rover brand, but a lot has changed since 2008 when Ford sold Land Rover to the Tata Group. Quality has improved greatly. You know, the Tata Group has owned Land Rover for about 10 years now. During that time, they've made quality one of their main concerns. And so I have roughly 40,000 miles on this Range Rover Sport, and I haven't had a single issue. A lot of folks say, hey, well, you won't have any issues until over 50,000 miles or something like that. But I had another vehicle, I'm not going to mention its name because I don't like slamming manufacturers without reason, but that vehicle gave me fits. Woo. From 20,000 miles all the way up till I got rid of it when it had 55,000 miles on it. It wasn't a very enjoyable experience at all. But this 2016 Range Rover Sport Dynamic has treated me very well. And keep in mind, I drive it like this on a daily basis. I'm always using the paddle shifters. Pretty much driving it in manual mode. Never had an issue. Transmission solid. And as you know, or as you might not know, for the new folks joining the channel in progress, I trailer motorcycles with this Range Rover Sport. I have an all aluminum dual axle enclosed motorcycle trailer which holds 4 motorcycles. It was fairly easy to get them loaded. I did most of it myself. Steve helped out towards the end, but we got 3 bikes back here and they're not touching. They're all spread apart and they are firmly secured with just the rear axle with the pit board restraint systems. The trailer weighs 1,700 pounds. And with 4 bikes in it, it's roughly 3,700 pounds. And this Range Rover Sport tows it like a dream. Obviously, it's not going to tow it as well as a diesel vehicle or something like that, but for what it is, a big petrol-sucking V8, supercharged V8, it tows it great. A lot of people ask, where did I get my name, 650 Ebe? Well, pretty interesting story behind that. My name is actually Ebe, spelled I-B, and one of my first luxury cars that I purchased was a 2008 BMW 650i. And one of my good buddies fabricated a lowercase letter B, magnetic B, and put it on the back of the 650i, and it became the 650 E-Mobile, and the name just stuck. So I arrived here at Land Rover of Solon, and my good buddy Ken happens to sit out for me a beautiful 2019 Range Rover Sport Supercharged V8 in SBO black. This amazing matte black finish on this vehicle. I think he knew what he was doing. He's trying to get me to take delivery, but I'm going to resist the urge for right now to do that because I like my Range Rover Sport. So let's talk about the changes. Wow. For the 2019 model versus my 2016, you can start by seeing that the interior is a lot different. There's a lot of touchscreen elements all over the place. I mean, these mirrors are activated by touching, and wow. You can't smell this, but the leather smells absolutely fantastic. This seat's totally different. Headrests are different than in my 2016, but the most important part, I think, or the most important change that they made was the awesome Tft Gauges. Start this sucker up. Look at that. Tft Gauges in my 2016 were an option. You pretty much had to get them with the dynamic package, but in the 2019 model, they come as standard equipment and they look absolutely great. I'm not used to hearing a stock exhaust on these vehicles, but that's what it sounds like. But look over here. This is all new. This infotainment system right here. It's just totally awesome. Completely touchscreen. It now supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which mine unfortunately does not. And this is all new as well. This was first introduced in the Villar Land Rover, and it trickled upwards to the Range Rover and the Range Rover Sport. But this is a great, great improvement. And also, one thing that you don't know, there is a slight delay in my infotainment system when you actually try to engage it. And in this one I see, and this is my very first time in this vehicle, there is no delay at all. So they did correct that annoying issue. But yeah, this is awesome. This touchscreen is just brilliant, and I believe it tilts as well. So somewhere there's a button on there where you can tilt that. But this is really great. And this is not an official review of the new Range Rover Sport. It's just me kind of going over the differences between mine and this one. I mean, this is all new. The touchscreen over here, and how you engage, that's pretty much the same, but it's an awesome new button here. And it lights up a lot brighter. Wow. Well, one thing I can show you and let you hear is the differences in the exhausts from stock to my Range Rover Sport. It's pretty darn dramatic. Oh, even the chimes are all new. That chime sounds awesome. Let's hear this exhaust. Stock form. Can barely hear it. Yeah, not much going on in that exhaust, right? Rev it up a little bit more. And I wonder if this has the soft closing doors. I'm sure it does. Oh, fail on the soft closing doors. So this one's not optioned out with that, unfortunately. And this one stickers for 101. Where is that? You see that? 101,854. Wow. Nonetheless, it is a very cool paint scheme. Oh, how can I forget? One of the major things that this has over mine are the fantastic new dynamic LED headlights. They actually look mean. Pretty freaking nice. The LED components of these headlights at night, I'm sure, is a great improvement over the HIDs on mine. And you can see that even the daytime running light component of it is a little different as well. Let's look at the differences on the Tft Screens. 2016 Tft screen right there. Much brighter, much more brilliant, and also the navigation and everything pops up in the middle there as well. I prefer my wheels a lot better than the wheels on this one. My wheels, Giovanni 24-inch wheels. You can get them from my good buddy Wheel Connection, link in the description. These wheels, the optional Range Rover Sport 21-inch wheels. The taillights are different as well on the new ones. Let's examine that here for a moment. That is the turn signal. And that's the turn signal on the 2016. My Sport coloring has faded off. They've ordered a new one, don't you worry. That will be a completely red Sport in about a week or so. So those are the subtle changes from the 2019 Range Rover Sport Supercharged V8 with its awesome SVO black matte with metallic flakes paint scheme here versus my 2016 Range Rover Sport in brilliant white. Subtle changes indeed, but is it enough to compel a person to upgrade to the newer model? I don't know. For me, probably not. But they did take the liberty of sitting this vehicle out here for me and letting me film it today, so I don't know. I could be tempted. No, I'm joking. I intend to get a supercar for 2019 and a couple more motorcycles because there are some all new bikes being released that's going to be mind-blowing, revolutionary, and totally awesome. So I'm going to pass on the new Range Rover Sport Supercharged V8, sadly. Sunglasses are off, so we're ending the vlog at the exact spot where we started the vlog. So we had an amazing day here, showing the differences between the 2019 Range Rover Sport Supercharged V8 and my 2016 beautiful, beautiful Range Rover Sport Supercharged V8. More of these awesome car vlogs are in the mix because I enjoy doing them. I hope that you enjoy watching them. It'll be a great way for me to provide content over the long winter months here in the Midwest. And also, I am a car guy at heart, just like I enjoy my super sport motorcycles. So I'm not abandoning the motorcycles. Don't you dare think that for a second. There's going to be plenty of content with motorcycles coming up. 2019 is going to be an amazing year for motorcycles. Brand new, revolutionary BMW S1000 RR is coming out. The Ducati V4R 1000 cc's is also coming out. The CBR 1000 RR is going to have more horsepower, which is what it desperately needed. So 2019 is going to be a fantastic year. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. You can subscribe to my channel by clicking subscribe. New videos are always uploaded to the channel. Stay tuned for more, and as always, thanks so much for viewing. Welcome to my new subscribers, friends, and family. We'll catch you next time on the 650 YouTube channel.